It's been almost 6 months since Aaliyah, the R&B singer and budding film star, was killed along with 8 others when their small plane crashed in the Bahamas. This weekend, the final feature film she was working on before she died will be released. Queen of the Damned is based on one of the popular books in the Anne Rice vampire series. Aaliyah plays the title character, Akasha, the mother of all vampires.
Now you are my consort. That's why I kept you safe. Alive.
You?
You thought it was all you? The ego of a king as well.
Rashad Haughton is Aaliyah's brother. He's in Los Angeles this morning. Mr. Haughton, good morning.
Good morning, Jane.
A lot of people doubted that this movie would ever make it to theaters. Were you optimistic that it always would?
Yes, I was. Aaliyah was very, very adamant about this film. She worked extremely hard, and everyone that worked hard on this film, we were 100% behind making sure that it came into theaters.
Aaliyah's death was so tragic, and I know it's been so difficult for you and for your family, and certainly for many of Aaliyah's fans to deal with this. At what point did you realize that you wanted to bring this movie to life?
Well, it was really a no-brainer. As soon as everything happened, me and my family came together and we said this film has to come out because it really was a dream come true for Aaliyah to get the role. She worked extremely hard with many different people. Her acting coach, Harold Guskin, Mace Perlman, a movement coach, a dialect coach. This was a really difficult role that she put a lot of time and effort into, and it really was a step in the right direction for her acting career. And we knew what it meant to her, and it was only right for this film to come out and for her fans to be able to enjoy it and see her work. A
lot of her fans have expressed some concern about the release of the movie, thinking that it might be disrespectful to her memory. What do you say about that?
Well, I believe that ultimately fans have to be able to separate reality and fantasy. It is entertainment, and it is a fictitious role. Aaliyah did this role before everything happened, and I know because of what's happened, it adds a different light to it. But ultimately, it's art, and she's at her happiest moment performing her art, and it's actually a wonderful, excellent role, and I think her fans will ultimately embrace that fact and enjoy the film.
It's a horror film, so I know the subject matter was a bit touchy. Did that worry you at all?
It didn't worry me because I was there during the time of the entire shoot, and I watched her, and the joy that she had doing the role and the joy that everyone had making this film really is what I embrace and what my family has embraced. And it's really wonderful that even Anne Rice has blessed the project, and everyone really needs to stand behind this because it's an excellent film.
You were asked to redub your sister's dialogue for this movie, is that right?
Yes.
How did that work?
Well, Michael Reimer came and approached me, and what happens is during the process of post-production, there's a process called looping, where some of the actors' lines are lost, with ambient sound. And he said that it would be a great idea if I came in and did the looping to save some of the lines that might have been lost and some of the consonant sounds due to the accent that she used. And I thought it was at first unusual, but Michael assured me that he'd walk me through it, and he stood right by me. And it was actually a very therapeutic process for me to be in there and do the looping, and it really turned out really well. And because Akasha, the role of Akasha is an otherworldly character, the voice, it really worked, and I really feel proud and honored to have been a part of the legacy. So
your masculine voice was able to replace hers?
It doesn't actually replace, it's actually mixed in through the sound engineers, and I actually used a tone that was very soft, and he told me how to use my voice. And if you listen to it, it's mixed in on different levels, but it worked very well for the film. You've seen the movie, Rashad. What do you think? I think it's great. I think Aaliyah's performance, Stuart Townsend's performance, Marguerite Moreau, everyone in the film did an excellent job. Michael did an excellent job, and I really think fans are going to enjoy the film. Well, we hope they do, and I appreciate you discussing the movie and remembering your sister this morning, Rashad Haughton. Thanks so much. Thank you, Jane. All right. And we're back with more on The Early Show right after this.